before we get into the episode, Be On Cloud have released a statement to say that they want the more racier, more adult themed moments to be censored. So, of course, I will go by their wishes. So, those type of scenes will either be removed or censored. But of course, I think they mean more along the lines of nudity, that they want those moments either censored or removed, which understandable if that's what they want. So, just a heads up. Now, let's look at the episode. I'm very, very curious how Kin and Porsche are going to interact after the night before. Because it was a situation. And it's that whole murky grey area of the show. But of course, we're expecting these type of themes because of the rating of the show and the novel itself. So of course, these type of elements will come up, and that's just the point of it. But it also engages all of us in a discussion about moments that happen. And I also want to keep an eye out on Big and Ken. I kind of wouldn't be mad if they made them villains, because that would make the show even more interesting. It would also give them more screen time, which would be nice to see. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and share. And hopefully, they will let me keep episode 4 up. They won't sue me, because apparently they do not like me, even when I send them the email to get the episodes unblocked. Okay, here's the next day. I don't know how Porsche's going to react to this.
เกิดอะไรขึ้นกับกูวะ
Yeah, what are you going to say? Oops, I slipped into you.
มึงโดนมอมยา แต่พวกมันยังไม่ทันทำอะไร
They tried to.
กูไม่เคยมีศัตรูที่ไหน
Yeah, I don't think it's you. I think it's Kim.
วันแรกที่มึงก้าวเข้ามาในบ้านตระกูลหลัก วันนั้นคือวันที่มึงมีศัตรู
I mean, he is a bodyguard now, yeah.
แล้วทำไมมันต้องเจาะจงกูวะ
I just feel really bad for Porsche in this moment. You can
กู
see
ไม่รู้
it's really affecting him, which is very realistic.
พอช
มึงงอมไปก่อนเถอะ
Yeah, see? I mean, so that's, yeah, it's a new experience for him.
กูให้มึงลาพัก1 วัน ไปอาบน้ำไป
One day. Yeah, this is very realistic to someone who's gone through this sort of trauma to kind of like react this way. And we just get in the sound of the shower as well, nothing else, which is very smart on the show's part. So we're getting the dad back, it seems. Okay. What are you looking for? You're clearly up to something, and I'm not sure if you're trying to find out who's doing the drug deals, or you're trying to help your family, or what. But secret mechanism. Interesting that he just decided to do that. Huh. Clearly he knows his father keeps things like this in these type of mechanisms. Quite smart. Yeah, there's
คุณคินปิดเครื่องครับ
It's just so much intrigue with him because of what he's
ถ้า
up
เจะคิน
to.
มาเนี่ยเรียกมาพบฉันด้วยแล้วกัน ครับ
Yeah, he can get away with it because he had so much time.
ถ้าทาง
Mamma
วันนี้
mia.
ฝนจะตกนะ
พอดีแวะ
เนี่ย
มาแถวเนี้ยป้ามาทำธุระก็เลยซื้อปลาท่องโกะร้านโปรดป้ามาให้
ทำไมแกสนใจเหรอ
สนใจ
He's
มากกว่า
got his
ว่า
crime board up.
ป้าคิดอะไรอยู่
Uh-huh. The wording of that.
ไปละ
อ้าวเฮ้ย
No, even his own dad was like, that's very specific.
ไปแล้ว ถ้าไม่ไหวพรุ่งนี้มึงลาได้นะเว้ย
Yeah, he's clearly very uncomfortable with you, Kim.
กูไม่ได้อ่อนแอขนาดนั้น
But I guess this is us seeing Kin's care inside, that he genuinely is concerned for Porsche. That's why he keeps saying you can take days
ท่าน
off.
ให้มาตามคุณคินไปพบครับ
Okay.
ก็ดีนะ ที่แกตั้งใจทำงาน
Oh, is he trying to imply that he's not focusing on work, he's focusing on Porsche? There's always subtle meanings between or behind what everyone says, sorry.
เพราะโดนมอมยาก็เพราะประมาทเกินไป
The problem is, you could also say
ถ้าลูกน้องแกรู้ ว่าแกทิ้งงาน
Kin was a
แล้ว
bit
ก็
to
ยังไป
blame in
นอน
that moment
ค้าง
because he
กับคนที่
thought,
ทำ
you
งาน
know.
พลาด พวกเขาจะรู้สึกยังไง
Oh, so he know they slept together? How does he know? How did they know they slept
มัน
together?
เหรอครับ ผมจะไม่ปล่อยให้มันเกิดขึ้นอีก
Yeah, that might come back to bite you on the arse. And not just Porsche doing that to you.
นะ เอาใหม่
Okay, this whole scene and the wording, like let's start over, all the subtle meanings was very smartly done to give Kin a warning. Yeah, look who's here. Is he okay? The way he rolled his eyes when he saw Kim come in. Okay, are you not dead yet? Is a line from Shakespeare.
ก็เลยมาเยี่ยมป้าหน่อย
And then he's off.
อันนี้เบอร์น้องปอร์เช่ป่ะครับ
Oh, okay, Porsche. I didn't expect that.
หาคนติวกีตาร์อยู่ปะ
Just a tutor.
มึงเมาในเวลางานทำให้คุณคินต้องวุ่นวาย
He wasn't drunk, he was drugged.
มันน้อยไป
กูไม่ได้เมา กูโดนวางยา แล้วพวกมึงมีสิทธิ์อะไรมาสั่งกู
So it is their villain arc.
กูสั่งเอง
It is their villain arc.
เวลาปฏิบัติ
Because they enjoy picking on
ทุก
him.
คนต้องระวังตัวตลอดเวลา
อาดิ หยุดทำไม โห แค่นี้ไม่เหนื่อยเหรอ
And that's why I'm going to look forward to both of them getting their asses kicked later on. Because it makes it more fun to watch.
สภาพมึงแม่งโคตรแย่เลย
Well, he's clearly been treated badly by other people, especially two people that are enjoying it too much.
เอาหน้า คุณคินเขาคงกลัวคนอื่นรู้สึกไม่ดีอ่ะ
I feel like Pete needs to stop doing this.
คนมันก็เอาไปพูดถึงไหนตอนไหนแล้ว
He needs to stop talking to Porsche and trying to rationalize everything. Porsche's not stupid, and I just feel like it's downplaying
มาก
Porsche as a person.
กูรู้ว่ามึงรู้สึกยังไง
I know he's supposed to be the reason out right now. The first time, so it's going to happen again and again and again.
มึงก็เคยโดนเหรอวะ คุณหนูก็เคยทำกับกู
It's the dad. He did say they're at war.
ให้กูนั่งเก้าอี้ลมเป็นวันๆแม่งเอ้ย
Air
ครั้งแรก
squads?
ที่มึงบอก คือโดนซ่อม
Oh, he thought of something
แล้ว
else.
ที่มึงนอยนี่ ก็เพราะว่าโดนคุณคินจับซ่อมไม่ใช่เหรอ
No, there's a lot of really bad things that have happened to him.
มึงเคยกินไหมพีท
Oh yeah, and apparently he was a bartender in New York or something, the actor who plays Porsche. That's why he does so well when he does all of this. Good to go. He loves it now, look. Notice how when they do these dance sequences, the outer rim of the everything is blurry.
มีคนอยากรู้จัก
Yeah. Is he going to sleep with her? Maybe he thinks they will take his mind off everything. They have one another on each other's mind. That felt like a tongue twister. the actual lighting and the way it's done is beautiful. Like that, both their moments with the lighting was really good. What is going on? I'm sober. Okay.
ไม่ได้เต้นเพลงที่กูเลือกไว้เลยอ่ะ
He's so drunk. But this is what worries me. Do you remember he was kidnapped? And I feel like, is this gonna be something that comes back into play?
ผมมีอะไรมาอวดพอซะหน่อย งั้น มึงอยู่ต่อก็ได้เดี๋ยวกู
I really wouldn't let him stay. He's already in trouble. This would just add to it.
ฝากด้วย ครับ ชอบไหมมึงซื้อมา
Okay.
บิดดีๆนี่เอาเรื่องอยู่นะ อยากลองไหม
I don't know if he means the bike or himself.
เอาเสียไว้นะ
There's a lot of mixed message in here.
บ่าวแสดง
Uh-oh.
มันเป็นไผ
Notice how Pete is always the one put together.
อ๋อ พอดีพอเจอคุณเวกัสที่ร้านครับ เขาเลยชวนมันอยู่ต่อ
ใครอนุญาตให้มึงไป
Exactly. I was gonna say, why did you allow him?
กลับมาไหมครับ ไม่ต้อง
I don't understand why you allowed him to stay. Oh, he grabbed his bicep on purpose. He's trying to do something again.
อันนี้ไหวป่ะ
Look at his rosy cheeks. Just because he was happy and
มี
free.
คนบอกไว้ด้วยอ่ะ
โอเคแล้วใช่ป่ะ
ขอบคุณที่ให้ยืมรถนะ
See, oh, there's a lot of double meanings here in their words.
ถ้ามีเรื่องไม่สบายใจ นึกถึงผมได้นะ
No thanks. I can't tell now if Porsche is high on adrenaline or he's drunk. Because he didn't seem like that outside of the bar. He's gonna wake him up, wakey.
จิน
He's on guard. He had that gun ready. He was like, what, motherfucker?
กูบอกมึงหลายทีแล้วใช่ไหมว่าไม่ให้ไปยุ่งกับไอ้พวกตระกูลรอง
You should know this
เพราะ
by
ว่าพวก
now.
มันไว้ใจไม่ได้
I mean, you can't be trusted either.
แต่อย่างน้อยคนพวกนั้นก็ไม่เคยทำอะไรกูนะเว้ย
No. Wrong.
หาว่ากูทำ
Wrong. Wrong.
หรือไม่ใช่วะ
I'm not disagreeing about this moment. Both of them have done wrong to Porsche.
ทำเลยดิ มึงรอเหี้ยอะไรอะ
I mean, he's an apt fighter as well. It's not like they can't fight.
ตั้งแต่พรุ่งนี้ ไอ้เคนจะมาเป็นหัวหน้าบริการดของกู
Okay.
แทนมึง
So he's getting back at him. So now he becomes a subordinate, which means he can be treated like even more crap by Ken and Big. I told you, I'm glad to at least see their villain arc and hopefully more scenes from them.
ติวกีตาร์ได้ถุนคณะก็ได้นะครับ
He's up to something. Be on guard.
พี่ชื่อคิม วิกมันเป็นอีกด้านหนึ่งของพี่อะเผื่อๆจะเป็นด้านที่พี่ชอบมากกว่าด้วย
You mean the freedom that you have?
หืมจะด้านไหนเนี่ย ผมก็ชอบหมดแหละครับ
Oh,
ผมหมายถึงเพลง
you
เพลงของ
flirting
พี่
with
อะครับ
him? Is everyone gay in this show?
เขาให้เล่นเพลงทั่วไปหนึ่งเพลงแล้วก็ลองแต่งเพลงสดๆอีกหนึ่ง
On
เพล
the
ง
spot? On the spot? That's pretty
งั้น
difficult
เดี๋ยวล
to
องให้แต่งเพลง
do.
ดู
Yeah, you're gonna have to practice.
มาเป็นโจทย์เกี่ยวกับพี่ชายแล้วกัน
พี่รู้ได้ไงว่าผมเป็นพี่ชายอ่ะ
Exactly, right?
เห็นรูปในมือถืออะก็เลยคิดว่าน่าจะเป็นพี่ชายใช่ปะ
Poor excuse. No, that was no.
เอ่อ
How he's not
แล้ว
clicked on that
แต่ง
felt
เพลงอะไร
weird.
นะครับคือมันต้องเริ่มยังไงอะครับ
มันไม่ได้ยากขนาดนั้น ปอร์เช่ลองคิดดูว่า ปอร์เช่จะแต่งถึงใคร ถ้าปอร์เช่จะแต่งถึงพี่ชายเนี่ยก็ลองคิดถึงข้อมูลพื้นฐานทั่วไปอะไรเงี้ย ลองลิสต์ออกมาก่อน
They see, I knew he was going to do this. I said about him trying to get information about him.
ชื่อ Porsche ครับ
I guess it's because he's so confused why he's with the family. Like,
เฮียแก
unless the
เป็นคน
uncle
เท่
plays
ค
a
รับ
part in
คือ
it.
เฮียแกอะรักผมมากโคตรเฮียแกนะ เก่งทุกเรื่องอ่ะ คือผมไม่อยากเป็นอย่างเฮีย
ตาไม่ลอก
อยาก
แรก
เข้มแข็ง
ดูผ่อนคลาย
See, he's trying to get information
ไม่
out.
พยายามลงรายละเอียดมากเกินไป น่าจะไม่โกหก
But we saw earlier about fraud in the episode before, so I'm guessing he's trying to figure out if Porsche's involved. Maybe it's to do with his family. We'll see. But yeah, he's genuinely trying to get information. But I don't know what he's up to. I don't know if we're supposed to trust him or not. See, he's reading his messages and
ส
everything.
บายดีไหม เป็นไงบ้าง รู้ว่าส่งไปเฮียก็ไม่อ่านหรอก
And he's not responded either, so he's not even getting in. This makes me really sad for
เฮี
Porsche.
ยว่ะ
Yeah.
เฮ้ย พี่วิกจะติวให้ผมด้วย ตายตาหลับแล้ว
See, he's not getting a response. He's literally Porsche and Porsche are both now by themselves.
วันนี้พอแค่นี้ก่อนแล้วกัน พอดีพี่มีธุระต้องไปต่อ
เอ้ยเดี๋ยวครับ คือ
you-
ผม
Do you even work
แต่งเพลงได้หมด
together?
แล้วอ่ะพี่ช่วยฟังหน่อยนะ
ไม่เป็นไรพอดีพี่ต้องไปจริงๆอ่ะ
เอ้ยนะช่วย
He
ฟังหน่อย
doesn't
นะครับ
care for you, Porsche, in this moment. Obviously, it will probably grow.
น่าสนใจเล่นอีกรอบได้ปะ
I thought you had somewhere to go.
ได้ครับได้ เพราะเธอ เพราะมีเธอ ไม่ว่าเจอนี่นานๆแม้ต้องทรมานก็ไม่
Are they just gonna stare at one another?
ไร
Okay, okay, Jeff. Damn.
ตั้งแต่เข้ามาอยู่ที่นี่เนี่ยไม่ค่อยได้คุยกันเลยนะ
Why should we?
ไม่ค่อยดีเท่าไหร่ครับ
ใครๆก็เคยทำผิดพลาดทั้งนั้นแหละ
Weren't you the one who wanted him punished?
แค่ยอมรับ แล้วก็แก้ไขซะ
Okay.
ถ้างั้นผมขอเปลี่ยนไปดูแลคนอื่นแทนได้ไหมครับ
Is he gonna say Vegas? Oh, he's gonna see his brother. Finally.
เอางี้ ฉันให้เวลาแกไปทบทวนตัวเอง1 อาทิตย์
Oh, does he want to go and work for Vegas?
กลับไปเป็นตัวเอง ไปอยู่กับน้อง ไม่ต้องคิดเรื่องงาน
Why does he like
ได้
him
นะครับ
without the underneath?
ไปแล้วครับ
ไปไหน
ไปตั้งแต่
โอ้
เมื่อวานแล้วครับ
ไอตัวไหนมันสั่ง
Your father.
คุณกรณ์ครับ นี่ไม่ใช่ว่าเพิ่งทำงานพลาด ผมคิดว่ามันอกหักซะอีก
Maybe because he was drugged, assaulted, and then someone else did something to him.
คุณคินครับ จริงๆแล้วที่เห็นในพอดเป็นคนหัวร้อนแบบเนี้ย
But he's actually quite
ข้างในมันอ่อนไหวมากเลยนะครับ
sensitive, yeah.
ถ้าคุณคินอยากคุยกับมันดี
I feel like they make
คุณคินต้อง
Pete
ใจเย็นๆ
the
นะครับ
rationale of the show.
หมูกัดเหรอ
Oh, look who's back around the front.
ได้
โอ้โหไม่ได้เจอกันนานมาก
Yeah, I'm curious how long the time has been because we don't know full-on time frames in this.
น้องไปไหนอะ
มันไปค่าย ตอนแรกไม่ยอมไป แล้วโกเกียกรอบอยู่นานกว่ามันจะยอมไป มันคง
Because he wanted to see you.
มันก็คิดถึงมึงแหละ
You haven't been
คิด
around.
ถึงเลย
เป็นอะไร เห็นมึงคำหน้าเหมือนอมส้นตีนเลยไว้ไง มีอะไรมึงก็พูดมา
มันปวดขี้เปล่า
Butt
กู
face.
ก็เห็นหน้ามันอะส้นตีนแบบนี้มันตั้งนานแล้วนะ
จอมเชี่ยง
ของแบบนี้นะเว้ย ไม่ต้องพูดอะแค่ดูจากสายตา มันก็บอกหมดแล้วเว้ย
But if it would, that this is a serious thing that happened to him.
ใครวะ เด็กดิ้งหรือเปล่า เรียกมาเซอร์ไพรส์ใช่ไหม
ใช่
I don't know, it could be a booty call. Can I help you? Didn't you like demote me?
เฮ้ยมือตีนไม่มีแล้วไง
He's on a week off. He has a week off. He doesn't have to do anything for you. His colleague. Okay.
ได้ข่าวว่าเจ้านายแม่ง
ก็ไม่ขนาดนั้น
มึงบอกเอง แม่งชอบ
จบ
ขี่ลูกน้อง
จริง
ไม่พอใจใครนะเอาปืนมาขู่เว้ยใช่ไหม
He's in so much trouble.
จริงจริงจริงจริงจริงเบียร์หมดว่ะให้เพื่อนไปเอาเบียร์ได้ว่ะ
อย่าไปยุ่งกับแม่งเลย เกรงใจ
Yeah.
ไม่เป็นไรครับ ได้ครับ
No, don't do this.
ก็เบียร์อยู่ในตู้เย็นนะ แล้วก็ตักหยิบน้ำแข็งด้วย
โอเค
แล้วก็ผักหมดแล้ว ผักอ่ะอยู่ใน
Okay,
ข้างล่างถ้า
okay.
ไม่มีก็
You're doing
หั่นมาให้
too
นะ
much.
โอเค
ขอบคุณมาก
ป่ะ เฮ้ย ต้องไปแล้วเว้ย ต้องไปแล้ว บายเจอกันนะ
เฮ้ย ถ้ามึงอยากเปลี่ยนงานนะบอกกูนะ กูคอนเนคชั่นเยอะเอา
No, he has
อย่าไป
connections
อยู่เลย
too.
กับเจ้านายที่เหี้ยมึงอยากเปลี่ยนงานบอกกูทักกูมานะ
Go home, John.
ทักกูมา
Go home.
ทักกูมา
กูไปแล้วเว้ย พอด
เพื่อน
มึงมาทำไมวะ มึงยังขามึงเหรอ
Yeah.
มึงพามึงกลับบ้านไง
ถ้าคุณคินอยากคุยกับมันดีๆ คุณคินต้องใจเย็นๆนะครับ
He's like,
กู
oops.
ก็คงพูดแบบนั้นแหละวะ แต่ว่า กูก็เข้าใจเว้ยว่า มึงลาพักอยู่
But it's true though, he's
เข้าใจ
not
กลับ
on.
ไปดิทำไมวะ
Why? I wonder
เป็น
why.
เฮียอะไร มึงยังไม่รู้ตัวอีกเหรอ
He's
กูอาจจะ
confused.
ดูเฮียเหมือนข่มเหงลูกน้อง แต่กู
เออ
แคร์ลูกน้องทุกคนนะเว้ย แต่มึงไม่เคยแคร์กู มึงไม่เคยแคร์กู
No, he cares about you. He can't stop thinking about
กู
you.
ไม่แคร์มึง กูจะมานั่งตรงนี้เหรอวะ
And he also was trying to give you days off after everything that happened when he's not supposed to. This is him trying to be softer.
แล้วกูก็พยายามที่สุดแล้วอ่ะ กูขอโทษ
What is he
มึง
listening
มาคนเดียว
for?
ปะ กูมาคนเดียว
Then why is there a gun pointing towards his
แปล
head?
ว่าเรามีแขก
And the fact that Porsche sensed something was wrong before it happened.
เอาคนที่มีฝีมือตามไปให้เร็วที่สุด
ครับ
I mean, they always have to be on edge, don't they? Because of things like this happening.
สัญญาณที่ได้ยินอยู่แล้วนะครับ
คอนเฟิร์มเป้าหมายวิกแค่นี้
Okay, I love the different forms of cameras here and how they would get this to work. Honestly, it takes one little shot to get them in the head driving. When you're driving and you're trying to shoot, it's hard. Pop those tires. Pop. Shoot at the tires. One down. See, I don't know if Big intentionally let himself get injured. I can't tell with Big anymore. Yeah, notice how these two went down? Yeah, I'm sorry, they are terrible, these people kidnapping them. Terrible. Yeah, see, like, the way they were able to get away, these people can't do that, whatever they're supposed to. I don't know if this is supposed to be a practice run, or what. Guess not, because they're dead. They should have left one person alive to get information, so maybe one is alive still. Honestly, I don't know what to think of. Honestly, I don't know what to make of this episode. What I really liked was seeing Porsche's reaction to what happened to him. So that Aiken's silence, where it's just the shower running, and his sadness that clearly everyone can sense, and his confusion was very real for that type of situation. That is what some people go through. And so I applaud them for doing that and not shying away from his suffering and then how everyone is treating him, because they don't know what happened to him. They don't know what happened between Kinn and Porsche. They only know what happened previously. And what we did notice straight away was that Kinn gave him days off, which, doesn't work, but it shows he was concerned and he cared for Porsche. But that's where it comes in, is, well, you still did what you did, and what happened between you two still happened. And of course, the moment where they're both trying to be intimate with the people they're with, but they're thinking about one another in that moment, was nice at the transitions. The way they did that was really nice, because they just can't go back. No matter what happens, they just can't go back. But it also showed a side of the father, of why he's into the position of power. He spoke about war, but also that you have to punish those, no matter how you feel about them or the outcome. It's very clear that Mr. Korn, knows what's going on all the time around him, or at least has an inkling. It was very clear when he knew what Kim was doing. Straight away, he knew straight away Kim had looked through stuff. He doesn't know why, but I guess he'll figure it out. And the whole thing about the game of chess, that was a great metaphor for the show, and just the whole moment there, and the subtle wording of things and the hidden meanings throughout this whole show. With this episode, I felt like there were so many hidden foreshadowing moments in just the wording and the game of chess, and how quickly Kinn was taken up because he's distracted. Then we've got definitely Big and Ken's villain arc is showing. They're enjoying torturing Porsche, because he just turns up while they've clearly had to struggle, and come from different backgrounds and train, where he just is here. And they're enjoying it, because obviously, how they met him wasn't the best way. But I don't know, I'm just really suspicious of them, that they just got shot and they crashed. I don't know if that was intentional, or it was supposed to make us just go, well, they were taken out easily. They could have done the tires. Like, the people who were kidnapping Kinn and Porsche weren't the best at what they were doing. It was very clear. It's just interesting. I felt really sad for Porsche and Porsche. I think, and what I liked, and I like this, is that the only really characters I liked throughout this episode was Porsche, and probably Pete. Everyone else was a bit murky, didn't really like, but again, that makes it more fun for me, because then I don't have blinkers on to the characters. You can call out their good and bad moments, and that's what's great about this show. Is it's not letting any character get away with just it being nice and rosy. It's showing many levels to them, and the darkness behind everything, and that they're not great people and they're toxic, and it's okay to watch a show like this and have very different feelings about everything going on, because they try to incorporate the whole sweet music with Vegas and Porsche, but Porsche doesn't remember, for now, the person who kidnapped him. Maybe if Vegas wears the white shirt, it will click into his mind. But they tried to give us a little moment where it was supposed to be sweet and a little bit romantic, and maybe just, to highlight their friendship before anything else transpires. But yeah, we'll see what goes on, because there's just so many layers and a lot of double meanings in the words. And then to have Kim clearly worry about Porsche to the point that when he finds out that he's been given a week off, which is, I guess, why people are also suspicious of Porsche, that the father lets him take a week off. But I'm not sure if the father's doing this because he knows how Kinn feels, so he's thinking, this is the person you want to be with, so if you want to be with them for life, they have to be trained in our world and they have to understand it. And so allowing this whole take a week off, do this, is a training mechanism to see how they understand the world and develop, and if they do well or not, because they give Porsche a lot of leeway, considering I think that gets on everyone else's nerves when they don't get it. And then Kim, okay, poor Porsche, because Kim was clearly trying to get information out of him, and the wording of the phrasing of it was very clearly that. So I'm surprised they didn't have Porsche pick up on it a little bit more. I felt they could have done that in those scenes. It just let him pause for a second and find it a bit weird, but it might be one of those things where he keeps it all internally, and then 4 episodes down the line, it shows that he's been keeping track of Kim as well. But we saw with Kim's suspect board that there was the word fraud. So maybe it's about money laundering, I don't know. But maybe he just is very suspicious of Porsche because Porsche came into this world out of nowhere. And he doesn't understand, like, maybe he thinks he's a cop, or he's working for the other family and he's trying to get that information out. His story is definitely very interesting because we know he's up to something, but we just don't know if it's good or bad, and that's what's good about this show. You never know what someone's up to and who they're trying to hurt or who they're trying to save. But we'll see as it goes along. I did like that Tankan, when he saw Kim, rolled his eyes. It's very clear that the brothers just generally don't mesh well, and it seems like Kim is the one that's on the outs with both of the brothers, it seems. But I'm not sure, because obviously Tankan wasn't in it much, just elements here and there. But I feel like Porsche definitely has more fun with Tankan, but there's a deeper connection with Kim. Oh, Tankan I liked in this episode, the little bits he was in as well. But yeah, I'm just not sure in the overall sense how I feel about the episode. There was a lot going on, and the ending looked like Kinn and Porsche weren't in the van. I wonder if they beat everyone and then ran into the forest and the episode would be looking for them. But it's really picking up. Like, we're getting this story arc and the danger of the world around them. And that's something I appreciate. I'd rather know that it's dangerous and you've got to be on guard and have a bit more, fight sequence, gun sequence, because obviously it's still the mafia. These things need to happen. And they're definitely allowing us to have the greater side of things, which then gives all of us the chance to have a running dialogue about the scenes and how we feel. So I'm definitely curious for how I'm gonna feel about the characters in the long run, because you never know, like, your opinion could change of a character very easily in just a switch of a moment. But you never know. I do wish they'd done a little bit more with the whole Kinn and Porsche from the night before, because we saw how much Porsche struggled. So I really appreciate the show for doing that. Really like that. I don't know, I felt like we needed a little bit more, but we'll see. And then yeah, Pete just being bottomless once again in his room. He loves being bottomless in there. I wonder if Vegas is going to turn up one time and he's going to be like that in his room. I don't know. But yeah, they're definitely using Pete as the voice for a reason, but he made a mistake. He should never have allowed Porsche to just go off like that. He knows he's going to get in trouble for it, but he still did it. I don't know. But we're going to see what happens in the next episode when they're searching for both Kinn and Porsche.